Welcome to The Explainer. We're all looking for answers, but what if there was an actual instruction manual for the universe? Well, today we're cracking open an ancient text that claims to be exactly that, a guide to the very structure of reality itself.
All right, so to get our heads around this, let's start with a question. I mean, it's a question that's probably crossed your mind 1,000 times when you look at the world, a question that really gets to the heart of all our confusion.
So, this wasn't just any old question. It was posed by a powerful being, the great Brahma King, to the Buddha. And you can totally see where he was coming from, right? He looked around and saw everything: infinite goodness, infinite evil, Buddhists, regular folks, all at the same time. It just looked like total chaos. And he basically asked, how? How can all of this exist at once? What's the underlying principle holding it all together?
And the Buddha's answer? It was an absolute game changer. He said, look, it's not chaos. It's not random. What you're seeing is actually a perfectly coherent, multi-layered system. Think of it like a cosmic operating system, you know? It's got rules, it's got functions, and the best part is, we can learn how to use it.
Okay, so if it's an operating system, what's it look like? How does it work? Well, this is where the instruction manual comes in. The Buddha laid out 7, let's call them interconnected systems, or Dharma realms. And these 7 realms, together, they make up the entire blueprint for the universe and, our place in it. And here they are. This is basically the table of contents for reality. Now, think of these 7 Dharma realms as different layers all happening at once. So for instance, you've got the 7 great elements. That's kind of like the hardware, the physical stuff you're made of. Then you have things like the 5 causal conditions, which is the software of karma running on that hardware. See how they connect? Everything from how a galaxy is formed to why you're feeling happy or sad right now, it's all explained by these 7 systems working together. We're not going to do a deep dive on every single one today, but just seeing this map, wow, it gives you a sense of the scale we're talking about.
All right, that's the big picture, the 30,000-foot view. But let's bring it down to Earth. How does this massive cosmic system actually work for you and me? Let's zoom right in on the 2 systems that matter most in our day-to-day lives, the mechanics of karma and, get this, what you are actually made of. Let's start with karma. Now, this manual totally reframes the whole idea of reincarnation. It's not about some judge in the sky handing down punishments. Not at all. It's presented as this really natural, almost scientific process. It boils down to a simple, unbreakable formula. Relationship plus action equals an inevitable re-encounter. That's it. Cause and effect, pure and simple. And this is how that cycle actually works, step by step. So we all start from this place of pure nature, a clear state of mind. But then, step 2, ignorance. Just one single deluded thought pops up. That thought then creates a ripple, leading to a connection with someone or something. That connection prompts an action, love, hate, whatever. And that action leaves behind this karmic energy that just sits there until it matures, leading to the re-encounter. And boom, the cycle is ready to go all over again. Okay. So if life is just a series of these karmic cycles playing out, then who or what is the I that's going through it all? I mean, if it's not some fixed, permanent soul, then what are we? What are you actually made of? Well, according to this manual, you aren't a single thing at all. You're actually a dynamic team, a collaboration of these 7 fundamental elements. It's kind of cool, right? Your bones and flesh, that's the earth element. Your blood, that's water. Your body heat is fire. Your breath is wind. It goes on. The point is, there's no single CEO, no you in charge. It's just this incredible system working together. You're not a noun, you're a verb. You're a process. This manual also gives us a really clear compass for navigating life. It redefines good and evil in a fascinating way. It's not about being judged. It's just about direction. So on one side, you have actions that come from a good place, virtue, compassion, wisdom. Those actions literally move your consciousness upwards, towards clarity. But on the other side, actions driven by things like greed and anger, well, they pull you downward into more confusion. It's less about morality and more like a kind of spiritual physics, simple cause and effect. Okay, let's just pause for a second on some of the most mind-blowing quotes from this text, the real golden nuggets. Check this first one out. It is so simple, it's stunning. It says that the entire cycle of suffering, everything we struggle with, comes from one single thing, one sudden, deluded thought. That's it. One little seed of confusion grows into the entire forest of our problems.
So what do we do about that? That's the crucial question, right? And the answer is so powerful. The path isn't about fighting your bad thoughts or trying to destroy them. It's about transformation. The energy that's tied up in your anger or your confusion, that is the exact same energy that fuels wisdom. So the practice is just to learn how to skillfully flip that switch to turn the energy of delusion into the light of awakening. And this next one, this just pulls the whole thing together. It reminds us that our world isn't a random mess. It's a symphony. It's the beautiful, complex result of these 7 systems all playing their part, all working together in perfect harmony. And finally, this is the big one. This is the great liberation. When you truly get it, when you see that everything you call me, your body, your thoughts, your feelings, is just a temporary team-up of these 7 elements, something amazing happens. That desperate need to protect your ego just starts to melt away, because there's no fixed, permanent me to defend in the first place. Okay, let's bring this home. For our final section, let's talk about how this ancient cosmic map becomes a super practical, hands-on guide for dealing with the very real challenges of our modern lives. So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this massive shift in perspective. You are not just a person living in one world. Right now, this very second, you are living and operating within 7 different systems, all at the same time. And once you get that, everything changes. Because when you're in pain or you feel lost or confused, you don't have to just sit there and take it. This instruction manual gives you a diagnostic toolkit. It's a way to pinpoint exactly what's going on inside the system. So here it is, the 3-question diagnostic you can use anytime you feel stuck. First, you locate yourself. Okay, which of the 10 realms is my mind in right now? Am I in the hell realm, just stewing in anger? Or am I feeling curious, which is the human realm? Second, check your compass. Is the direction I'm heading towards awakening or towards more delusion? Are my actions making things clearer or just muddier? And third, check the program you're running. Am I just on autopilot, executing an old karmic habit, or am I actively choosing to transform this moment into wisdom? See? By asking these questions, you stop being a victim of your life and you become the pilot of your own mind. You're not lost anymore because you're holding the instruction manual.